Greetings, my beautiful lovelies, it's Emmy and welcome back to the studio annex. I'm here today to cook a recipe that I am super excited about. It's one of those recipes I can do only for a short time of the year because it uses something that comes very fleetingly, but almost like clockwork every year. And it is beautiful dandelions. Now, this is not the first time I've used dandelions in a recipe before. Last year, I made dandelion wine. I also made dandelion coffee, both of which were just excellent in their own ways. They're both very, very different things, of course. I'll put links down below to both of those videos. So I live in New England and the dandelions have been coming up for about a week now, and it's an exciting time of year because I'm also a beekeeper and the dandelions represent a huge nectar and pollen source for the bees. So it's really a great time of year. It's also a great indicator for beekeepers to know when they should start getting into their hives and preparing for swarming and the nectar flow and all of those great things. It's wonderful to keep bees because I have a completely different perspective on things that are growing around me. So I'm more in tune calendar-wise, especially about what is in season, particularly dandelions. And dandelions are much maligned, but they are so important to creatures like bees because they are an early, prolific nectar source and pollen source as well, which is crucial to the survival of things like honeybees. So dandelions didn't always have this reputation. If you look back not that long ago, dandelions represented an important source of food. The leaves could be used for salads, the tops could be eaten, the tops could be used to make wine. And today I'm going to be deep frying these beautiful blossoms. Many of you have sent me links to this and I've been meaning to make them, but again, dandelions are only in season for a short amount of time. So if I get this recipe any time of the year besides April or May, I'm not going to be able to make this. So here I am to fry some of these up. So if you're going to cook with dandelions, make sure the dandelions you pick are in an area that have not been sprayed or not near a roadside that has lots of traffic and free of pet traffic if possible. We're just going to make an easy batter, dip these, fry them up just like you would fry fish, tempura, and they should be lovely because everything fried manages to taste lovely. So let's go ahead and get started. Oh, the recipe that I'm going to be using today comes from the Old Farmer's Almanac, and I will put a link in the description box in case you want to see that. So I just picked these dandelions. It's a good idea to wash them with water and pat them very, very dry. The worst thing to do is have something wet enter hot oil. You'll get sputtering, spattering, splashing, very dangerous. So make sure they are very dry. Got some all-purpose flour, and let me grab some milk. Oh my gosh, have you seen this little milk jug? It's the cutest little milk jug. I shared this on my YouTube stories. It's so stinking cute. This comes from Wright's Dairy here in Rhode Island. I usually buy the larger container, but I got a smaller one because this is whole milk. And look how stinking cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. It's like a mini gallon jar. This is 1 quart. In the bowl here, we're gonna add 1 egg. Oh, it's so sunny, just like dandelions. Break that up a little bit. Good pinch of salt. I mean pepper. And now we're gonna add some salt. Good amount of that. 1/2 cup of flour and 1/2 cup of milk. I'm gonna make my batter a little bit runnier. I'm gonna make it more like a tempura batter because I really want the bright yellow, if possible, to show through a little bit through the batter. I don't want all that sunniness to be kind of covered up. Actually, I'm gonna add water. I added 1/4 cup of water to this to make this batter a little bit thinner, a little bit more like a tempura batter. Make sure the water is cold. So I have a new induction burner. I got this from IKEA. My other one kind of kaput on me, so I hope this one works. So on 1,000? 1,000 what though? What does that mean? I think 1,000 watts? Tilretta is what it's called. What's the temperature setting? Heat function. Oh, press 2 times to activate the fry function. Oh, okay, fry function. Temperatures, levels. Okay, so I want this to be about 3. Oh, 360, 350. So induction burners are cool because, oh, you accidentally turn them off. That's not cool. Okay. All right. So induction burners are cool because they use magnets. You have to have a pan that is compatible to this type of cooking, so it has to contain some kind of iron. So cast iron skillets work really well, or some kind of stainless steel that has enough iron that it will work with the induction burner. But the burner in this area remains very cool. It is only where it makes contact with the pot that it gets hot. So in a lot of sense, it's really safe. It does have a fan in it, so it does blow. It's a little loud, but pretty cool little unit. Very compact as well. So we'll see how well the IKEA one does. I'm gonna grab myself a little sieve here and take the dandelion blossoms. Grab a little flour, and we'll sprinkle that over the blossoms and just coat them with some flour. And this will help the batter stick to them. So now what we're gonna do is take our dandelions, just drop them into the batter. So for those of you that are new to this space, this is my little kitchen annex. I've been working on it for quite a while now. It's not quite ready, but since my kids are social distance learning, I had to move in here a little bit prematurely, but we'll get all this worked out. In the meanwhile, it's a blessing to have this space. Okay, let's take our little blossoms and fry them up. So there they go. Look how it puffed up. Oh, those are looking gorgeous. Perfect temperature on the oil, yes. So shake off a lot of that batter. We don't want too much on there. Oh, these are looking gorgeous. I'm so happy about them. So you can see the little bit of yellow of the blossoms. Okay, this one's done. Drain it onto some paper toweling. Oh, I love how you can still see the shape of the flower. That one's done as well. Okay, it doesn't take any time for these to cook. They're so small. Take a little bit of salt and we're going to sprinkle that on there just to give them a little bit of flavoring. So I'm going to fry these up and we'll come back and we'll give these a taste. Alrighty, my beautiful lovelies, here is my plate of beautifully fried dandelions. I'm so far so pleased with how they turned out. My entire kitchen smells like deep fried goodness. And I can't wait to taste these. They look beautiful. I added a few fresh dandelions as well to kind of just remind me what it is I'm going to be eating. Okay, let's give these beautiful things a taste. All right, I'm gonna eat this one right here. Okay, itadakimasu. Somehow I was imagining them to taste more floral. It tastes like a fritter. Deep fried goodness, crunchy on the outside, oily, crispy, a little bit salty, a little bit of black pepper. The dandelions themselves don't have a lot of flavor though. I actually fried a dandelion by itself, alone, to see what would happen. And it kind of just shriveled up. That one I could taste the flavor more of the dandelion. Slightly vegetal, a little bit like an artichoke. There's this kind of slight bitterness to it, but it's sweet too. They're delicious. And surprisingly, for a flower, there's some actual substance to them. There's actually something to bite and chew. Of course, a lot of that is fried batter, but the head of the flower actually gives you something to kind of nibble on. It's nice. I think dipped into a little sauce. So rather benign in flavor, there's no one outstanding flavor that screams dandelion, but if you had an entire field of these and you forage them and fry them up, you could have an entire meal of these. I mean, deep fried dandelions, I don't know exactly how healthy they are, but you forage them, they're free, and they're delicious. That one had a nice little kind of bitterness to it. Kind of reminded me a little bit of arugula, but not peppery, but a nice little bitterness to it. Alrighty, so there you have it. Deep fried dandelions, delicious, free little forage snack. This is the time of year to be picking dandelions. Yet another reason why we shouldn't spray them. They're cheery, they're beautiful, They're great for the bees, great for pollinators, and they're great for you too. You can eat them. Oh, and the greens are great for salad too. I also have another video of making a dandelion green salad that was inspired by lovely Clara. Clara from Great Depression Recipes, I believe. At any rate, I'll put a link down below to her channel. A lovely inspiration. She unfortunately is no longer with us, but her recipes live on. Alrighty, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you guys are doing all right. Please share this video with your friends. Follow me on social media, like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you in the next one. Toodaloo, take care. Bye. The cat is a cat. She doesn't like you, Peppy. She's not even a skunk.